All across the world, even in the United States of America, people are neck deep in benefiting from the state to seek higher education.
Right.
I only hold a master's. My PhD is going to be paid for by myself, certainly. But for most people,
forward to having any of these scholarships?
Maybe now.
Okay.
Yes, for most people, right from high school, they need a little push, and when they start their degree, and Senate should have been the avenue for most people to access student loans. But the point that needs to be made is that all across the world, government supports higher education.
Right.
In the US, for example, people can spend up to a decade of their working life offsetting the huge sums of money they would have taken while they were in school. But the Republic of Ghana has two statutory bodies, GetFund, Ghana Education Trust Fund, and the Scholarship Secretariat.
Right.
And per my checks, Scholarship Secretariat doesn't do beyond 5K or so.
5,000 Ghana.
Yes, or so. But someone can correct me if I'm wrong. But GetFund can give you quite a chunk so that you go to the UK or the US to study. Mind you, since the time of Prof. Mills, I wasn't too old when J. Kufuor was in power. But since the time of Prof. Mills, we've seen a lot of youth, hormones injected into a choice of appointments as a country. Some people had actually never worked, apart from doing their national service, when they were given the opportunity to serve in very important positions. And of course, we know many of the MPs are only first degree holders.
Okay.
And when you do law, when you do LLB, it doesn't mean you are done with school. So when the opportunity presents itself and coming into power or being in parliament presents you a very lucrative opportunity to get your certificates right. We live in a country where when you are a doctor or a professor, people respect you more than when you don't have any titular appellation accompanying your name. So we attach a lot of premium to higher education. That is not to defend cutting corners and taking what is due young and impoverished people coming from the hinterlands. But of course, we know some of them were studying. A particular minister, a deputy minister for one of the ministries, we were told, would travel to London every fortnight or so at the expense of the taxpayer. So when profligate expenditure comes to play, then I would have my reservations. But it helps when the quality of people making laws for us are people with huge academic credentials. It helps when they are qualified to make those decisions for us. So I'm not averse entirely to the idea of politicians seeking higher education up to the PhD level. Not even our presidents have a PhD. The best presidents we've had apart from Prof. Mills have only been master's degree holders. So for me, they can go to school. Dr. Kwame Nkrumah, they can go to school. But then when there are other people without the kind of opportunities they have, I think we should channel the resources.
Where, look, there are a lot of